I'm Miniature Painter Al, and today I bring you another video. Today I'm participating in the White Dwarf Successor Chapter competition for Warhammer. That's a mouthful. I'm pretty sure it's just the custom chapter competition, but yeah. I bring today the Shadow Talons, a successor of the Raven Guard, and a very particular chapter per se. Being the Shadow Talons, they work somewhat in the shadows of the Emperor. Well, more so the Custodes, answering solely to Custodes as assassins. Basically, they do the jobs that the Custodes really don't want to do and take out priority targets or people of power, making a Custodes war easier, even though they can take out an entire army with ease. What's easier to take out, a formated army or an army that's in disarray? That is the concept. That's what I'm going off of. And I like the idea of this concept of them having a mutated version of the warp step or ray steps, I think it is. I forget the game rule. I forget the name of the game rule. But instead of them shifting into the warp and shadows, they are literally made of shadow in a way. So every time a Shadow Talon steps into a field of view or into an army, they literally vanish in shadows. They step in, they disappear. They step out of the shadow, they reappear. And they always walk with a fog behind them. There's a black fog. Is that menacing as all hell? Probably. Is it cool to think about? Yes. So, let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy.
Starting this kitbash, I grab a Intercessor's body. I did have to grab one of my scrap ones that are from the past that I had torn apart or used for other bits. And so I used that and a torso I had found that was good enough for this and scraped off the Aquila. My goal for this model is to have an interchangeable rifle system. As my sort of base idea of this is to... Oh shit, I'm really going high. Let me just turn this down a bit. Much better. But my goal with this is to basically have an interchangeable weapon system. One being a heavy. One is a bolter and one is a rifle. Or in this case, more of a sniper rifle. Still a rifle nonetheless, I know. As my inspiration for the Shadow Talons is actually my Helldiver. If you've been watching my streams lately, you'll see I am very big on Helldivers too, and my specific layout for bots and everything like that is the anti-material rifle, guard dog rover, and then the Liberator Penetrator, along with the Redeemer, which is my whole loadout because that's how I like it and it works really fairly well. So I follow on with that. In doing so, I like the idea of this model using a high-powered rifle, as well as being able to switch out for a assault rifle, I guess is the best way to put it. It's not really an assault rifle, it's just a bolter, but it works out really well and I like the look of it. As interchangeable, it works out well. The only thing bad about it is that I've had to use oversized magnets because I didn't have any actual decent sized magnets. Because they're all in models that I don't remember which ones have magnets in them. So, yeah. Good for me. So I used what magnets I had and put paperclip in the forearms to simulate a secondary magnet. This means I didn't have to worry about polarization because it is annoying. But they are quite large and it is annoying. I'm just going to say they're like... sort of like the cuffs that the Black Templars have. Only these ones are more thin and round and a bit thicker, but it's not that big of a worry. And plus the model's mostly black, so it's not too bad. Now people will notice, I do not have the chapter symbol on the shoulder pad like it's supposed to be. No, because I put it on their chest. Because I just like that idea better, and again, it is a very much so a Helldivers reference. So, yeah, it's very fun. I know a lot of people will be like, "What? You can't be putting..." Helldivers made it clear they're not going to put Space Marines in the game. I'm well aware. Difference is, I work with Space Marines a lot more than Imperial Guard, and I didn't know how the hell to make this Imperial Guard. So I made a Space Marine. Bigger, better, stronger, more fun. So, deal with it. But I had fun with this, and it is quite an interesting model. Originally, I was going to use a Cadian's head, because the helmet I use in my Helldiver is a gas mask lookalike. I believe it's the Mobile Veterans, I think it is, the Light Gunner. I think that's it. Or is it Steel Legion? I don't remember now. Pretty sure it's the Mobile Veterans. But I use the... oh god, what's the armor? The standard Imperial Heavy Armor. I forget the name of it. I'll have to... if I remember correctly, if I remember when I'm editing these, I'll put it up, but I don't remember. But yeah, my goal was to put a heavy rifle and then an assault rifle, a whole model. You'll also notice I put reliquary on the left shoulder pad to mimic my, again, Helldiver armor, because I just like the look of it. It is a cool heavy armor. Could it be better? Yes. Did I make it better? No. Because I just like this, and this was definitely an afternoon kit bash for a competition I wasn't hugely competitive about, so didn't bother too much. So instead of using a Cadian's head, I used a heavy intercessor, because I have plenty of them around, and because I don't really like I don't like heavy intercessors in general, but I liked the way the helmet had the extra mask bit.
Citadel Base, Lead Belcher.
Army Painter, Matte Black. Army Painter, Matte Black.
Game Color, Glorious Gold. Citadel Contrast, Blood into Red.
Citadel Contrast, striking Scorpion in green.
Army Painter, Banshee Brow.
Army Painter, Dark 2.
Game Color, Fluorescent Orange.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And yes, I am aware this whole setup is a bit weird and grainy because I'm using the streaming camera because I can't get this thing to link to my computer anymore, which I used to use. So, yeah. OBS, Yeah, OBS has been an ass about that, so I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. Huge downgrade in tech, but it does mean I have to try and figure a way to get a new camera. Or a better one. I don't know. I've got to do all this mental gymnastics to get this stuff to work. Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys have enjoyed the Shadow Talons. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.